The glorious Vijayanagara Empire. Interact with famous dishes. This is the 14th century CE of India. Delhi Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq expanded his empire till Madurai, the southernmost of our subcontinent, and wanted to shift his capital to Daulatabad and change his currency. While doing that, his control in the south became weak. Using this chance, Harihara and Bakkaraya in 1336 established the Vijayanagara Empire the banks of Tungabhadra river in Karnataka, on which the four dynasties ruled the Vijayanagara Empire. They are Sangama, Saluva, Tuluva, and Aravidu. Vijayanagara Empire existed for 300 years. The capital of Vijayanagara Empire was Hampi in the eastern Karnataka. Let's go to the political history of the glorious Vijayanagara Empire. Harihara I was the first ruler of Vijayanagara. He conquered the parts of the Hoysala territory. After the death of Harihara I, his brother Bakkaraya in 1356 came to the power, and Bakkaraya expanded his territory over the southern peninsula. After the decline of Delhi Sultanate, Bahmani Sultanate declared their independence and grew powerful in the Deccan Plateau. The rivalry between Bahmani Sultanate and Vijayanagara Empire started with Bakkaraya and continued till the 14th century CE. Devaraya I, 1406 to 1422 CE. As Bakkaraya died, Devaraya came to the power in 1406. He started the war with the Tungabhadra dog. The Tungabhadra dog was very fertile. Firoz Shah Bahmani. The Bahmani Sultan Firoz Shah Bahmani defeated Devaraya in 1408 C. Devaraya offered his daughter to King Firoz Shah Bahmani as compensation, and he also gave some territories as dowry to Firoz Shah Bahmani. A few years passed. Devaraya got a chance to defeat Firoz Shah Bahmani and capture his lost territories. Devaraya too, in 1425 came to the throne, and he was the powerful ruler of the Sangama dynasty. Devaraya came to know that the Bahmanis' main power was their Muslim archers and the strong cavalry. He gave wealth to the Muslim archers and trained his soldiers to keep strong cavalry. The most important ruler of the Vijayanagara Empire is the great Sri Krishnadevaraya of the Tuluva dynasty. He came into power in 1509 CE. Vijayanagara Empire was in its peak during the Krishnadevaraya's reign. Historians describe Krishnadevaraya as an able military general and who led the battles from the front and took care of his soldiers personally. So, Portuguese started visiting India. The Portuguese governor was a good friend of Krishnadevaraya. The Portuguese gave Krishnadevaraya military aid and got the permission for building the Bhaktar fort in Goa. Historians also describe Krishnadevaraya as a great builder. The temple Ekambarata he built as a great architectural success. His rule literature was also supported. Krishnadevaraya supported many Tamil, Telugu, Kannada poets like Haridas Tamil poet and Malanadiya Kannada poet. Let's discuss the architecture in Hampi. There are more than 1,600 structures in Hampi. Abdul Razak, a Persian ambassador who visited India in early 1440s, and he was impressed by the seven-tiered fortification in Hampi. Temple Virupaksha was the main temple of the Vijayanagara rulers. The massive east gopuram of the temple was built by the great Krishnadevaraya under his reign in 1510 CE. C. The administration in the great Vijayanagara Empire. Like other medieval kingdoms, administration in Vijayanagara had a unique political innovation called the Nayakara, which was inspired by the Delhi Sultanate's Ikta system. This system, military commanders called Amaranayaka ruled certain territories called Nayakatnam on king's behalf. In 17th century CE, some of the Nayakas declared their independence and established their own kingdoms. This is one of the reasons behind the decline of the Vijayanagara Empire. Society of the Vijayanagara Empire. Vijayanagara had a unique social structure in which Vaishnavites were the right hand caste and the Shaivites were the left hand caste. Position of women was better in the Vijayanagara Empire because women were accountants and judges in the empire. Economy in the Vijayanagara Empire. The main source of revenue in Vijayanagara Empire was land revenue and property tax, industry tax, etc. It was also known for its diamond export. Fall of the great Vijayanagara Empire. After the death of Krishnadevaraya in 1429 CE, the struggle of succession started between Achyuta Devaraya and Aliya Ramaraya. Achyuta Devaraya died in 1443. With the help of Ramaraya, Sadashivaraya came into power in 1443, who established the Aravidu dynasty. But the real power was Ramaraya, who led many successful battles against the Bijapur, Golconda, and Ahmednagar Sultanates. Because the humiliating defeats the three sultanates faced in 1565 CE, Bijapur, Ahmednagar, Golconda Sultanates made a united force and defeated Vijayanagara Empire in the Battle of Talikota, which was a watershed event in Indian history. After the Battle of Talikota, the capital of Vijayanagara was shifted to Penukunda and the kingdom existed for the next 100 years.